Hey there. Ever wonder what makes you irresistible to the ladies? Well, buckle up, because we're about to dive into the fascinating world of psychological principles that can boost your sexual attractiveness. That's right, we're talking science-backed strategies to help you turn up the heat and become the ultimate catch. So, whether you're looking to spice up your dating life or just want to feel more confident in your own skin, these principles will give you the inside scoop on what makes you magnetic to women. 1. The proximity effect. In a nutshell, this principle states that the more time you spend around someone, the more likely they are to find you attractive. It's like the old saying goes, familiarity breeds attraction. But why is that? Well, it all comes down to comfort and trust. When we see someone on a regular basis, we start to feel more at ease around them. We let our guard down, and before you know it, those warm, fuzzy feelings start to bloom. So, how can you use this to your advantage? It's simple, put yourself out there. Join a club, take a class, or volunteer for a cause you care about. The more you immerse yourself in social situations, the more opportunities you'll have to connect with potential partners. But here's the key, don't force it. The proximity effect works best when it happens naturally, so focus on enjoying yourself and building genuine relationships, and let the attraction grow organically. And who knows? That cute barista you see every morning or the charming coworker you chat with at the water cooler could be your next great love story. All it takes is a little proximity and an open heart. 2. Use positive reinforcement. This principle is all about encouraging the behaviors you want to see more of by rewarding them with praise and affirmation. Think about it, when someone pays you a compliment or acknowledges your efforts, how does it make you feel? Pretty darn good, right? That's because positive reinforcement activates the reward centers in our brains, making us feel valued and appreciated. So, when you're trying to build a deeper connection with someone, make sure to give them plenty of positive feedback. Notice the little things they do that make you smile and let them know how much you appreciate them. But here's the catch, your compliments need to be genuine and specific. None of that generic, "you're so nice" stuff. Instead, try something like, "I love how passionate you are about your work." It's really inspiring to see someone so dedicated. And don't be afraid to get creative with your reinforcement. A well-timed wink, a playful nudge, or even a heartfelt thank you note can go a long way in making someone feel special. Remember, the goal is to create a positive feedback loop where both of you feel good about your interactions. The more you build each other up, the stronger your connection will become. So, go ahead and spread the love, your future partner will thank you for it. 3. Display high-status traits. Alright, fellas, let's talk about the elephant in the room, status. Like it or not, social status plays a big role in attraction. But before you go out and buy a fancy car or a designer suit, hear me out. When we talk about high-status traits, we're not just talking about material possessions, we're talking about the qualities that make someone a leader, a decision-maker, and a force to be reckoned with. So, what are these magical traits? Confidence, for one. When you carry yourself with self-assurance and poise, people can't help but take notice. It's like you're saying, "I've got this," without even opening your mouth. Another key trait is decisiveness. Nobody likes a wishy-washy partner. When you know what you want and aren't afraid to go after it, it shows that you're in control of your life and your choices. But here's the thing, you don't have to be a CEO or a celebrity to embody these traits. You can start small, like speaking up in a meeting or making a tough call in your personal life. The more you practice being confident and decisive, the more natural it will feel. And when you combine these traits with a healthy dose of kindness and empathy, you become the total package, someone who is strong, capable, and compassionate. Now that's sexy. 4. The foot in the door technique. This principle is all about starting small and building up to bigger asks over time. The idea is simple, when you make a small request of someone and they agree to it, they're more likely to say yes to a larger request down the line. It's like you're slowly warming them up to the idea of investing in your relationship. So, how can you put this into practice? Start by asking for something small, like a favor or a piece of advice. Show genuine appreciation for their help, and then gradually work your way up to more significant requests, like a date or a deeper level of commitment. But here's the key, don't be pushy or demanding. The foot in the door technique only works if it feels natural and organic. If you come on too strong or ask for too much too soon, you'll risk turning the other person off. Instead, focus on building trust and rapport over time. Show that you value their input and are willing to reciprocate their efforts. And most importantly, be patient. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither are great relationships. Take your time, enjoy the journey, and watch as those small interactions blossom into something beautiful. 5. Utilize the pratfall effect. Alright, guys, it's time to get real. We've all had those moments where we've done something embarrassing or clumsy in front of someone we're trying to impress. But here's the thing, those little slip-ups might actually be working in your favor. Enter the pratfall effect. This principle states that showing vulnerability or making a minor mistake can actually make you more relatable and attractive to others. Why? Because it humanizes you and makes you seem more approachable. Think about it, when you see someone who seems perfect and polished all the time, it can be a little intimidating. But when you see someone who isn't afraid to laugh at themselves or own up to their flaws, it's refreshing and endearing. Now, I'm not saying you should go out and intentionally make a fool of yourself, but when those inevitable blunders happen, don't be afraid to embrace them. Laugh it off, make a self-deprecating joke, and show that you don't take yourself too seriously. And here's the best part, vulnerability is a two-way street. When you open up and show your true self, it encourages others to do the same. Suddenly, you're not just two people trying to impress each other, you're two imperfect humans making a genuine connection. So, go ahead and let your guard down a little. Your quirks and flaws might just be your secret weapon in the game of love. 6. The reciprocity principle. In a nutshell, this principle states that people are more likely to be attracted to those who show interest in them. It's like the golden rule of attraction, treat others how you want to be treated. But here's the thing, showing interest isn't just about paying compliments or making grand gestures. It's about being genuinely curious about the other person and making an effort to understand them on a deeper level. So, how can you put this principle into action? Start by asking questions and really listening to the answers. Show that you value their thoughts and experiences by engaging in meaningful conversations. And when they share something personal with you, reciprocate by opening up about your own life. But don't stop there. Look for ways to show that you're invested in their happiness and well-being. Offer to help them with a project or surprise them with a thoughtful gift. The key is to make them feel seen, heard, and appreciated. And here's the beautiful thing, when you make someone feel good about themselves, they associate those positive feelings with you. Suddenly, you become the person they want to be around, the one who makes them feel valued and understood. So, go ahead and put the reciprocity principle into practice. Show genuine interest and watch as the attraction grows. 7. Self-disclosure. Alright, guys, it's time to get deep. And no, I'm not talking about deep diving into your ex's Instagram feed. I'm talking about the power of self-disclosure. Self-disclosure is all about sharing personal stories, secrets, and vulnerabilities with someone else. It's about peeling back the layers and letting someone see the real you, flaws and all. Now, I know what you might be thinking, why would I want to expose my weaknesses like that? Won't that make me less attractive? But here's the thing, vulnerability is sexy. When you have the courage to be authentic and raw with someone, it creates a deep emotional bond that goes beyond surface-level attraction. Think about it, when someone trusts you enough to share their deepest fears, dreams, and insecurities with you, it's a powerful thing. It means they see you as someone they can confide in, someone they feel safe with. And that level of trust and intimacy is the foundation of any great relationship. But here's the catch, self-disclosure is a two-way street. If you want someone to open up to you, you have to be willing to do the same. Share your own stories and secrets, and show that you trust them enough to let them in. And don't be afraid to get creative with your self-disclosure. Write a heartfelt letter, make a vulnerable art piece, or plan a special date where you both share something personal. The more thought and effort you put into it, the more meaningful it will be. Remember, the goal isn't to overshare or dump all your baggage on someone at once. It's about gradually building intimacy and trust over time. So, take a deep breath, be brave, and let your true self shine through. Your soulmate will thank you for it. 8. The Pygmalion effect. Now, let's talk about the power of positive expectations, also known as the Pygmalion effect. This principle states that when we have high expectations for someone, they're more likely to rise to the occasion and become the best version of themselves. So, what does this have to do with attraction? Everything, my friend. When you see the potential in someone and treat them like the catch they are, it can work wonders for your relationship. Think about it, when someone believes in you and sees you as a high-value partner, it's a huge confidence boost. You start to see yourself through their eyes, and suddenly you're walking a little taller and shining a little brighter. But here's the key, your expectations have to be genuine and realistic. Don't put someone on a pedestal or expect them to be perfect. Instead, focus on their unique strengths and qualities, and encourage them to keep growing and improving. And don't forget to communicate your expectations clearly. Let them know what you admire about them and be specific about the ways you see them succeeding. A little bit of well-placed praise and encouragement can go a long way in boosting their self-esteem and making them feel valued. So, go ahead and be someone's biggest cheerleader. See the best in them and watch as they rise to meet your expectations. Who knows? They might just exceed them. 9. The availability heuristic. This principle is all about making yourself seem available and approachable to potential partners. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but isn't playing hard to get supposed to be attractive? And sure, a little bit of mystery can be alluring, but at the end of the day, people want to be with someone who is emotionally available and ready for a real connection. So, how can you make yourself seem more available without coming across as desperate or clingy? It's all about striking the right balance. Start by being open and responsive in your communication. When someone reaches out to you, make an effort to reply in a timely and thoughtful manner. Show that you value their time and attention by being present and engaged in your interactions. But don't stop there. Look for ways to create opportunities for connection, whether that's suggesting a fun date idea or inviting them to join you for a shared hobby or interest. The more you put yourself out there and make an effort to connect, the more approachable and attractive you'll seem. And remember, being available isn't just about being physically present, it's about being emotionally open and ready for a real, meaningful relationship. So, don't be afraid to let your guard down and show your true self. The right person will appreciate your authenticity and vulnerability. So, now that you know how to use these tips, what's next for you? Discover the psychology of ignoring a woman or learn the secret signs she's hiding her feelings for you. If you've made it this far, my love, comment below with the word 100% or something else to let me know, to confirm that you've received the knowledge from the video so far. For more interesting topics, subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video and share it later. Let's continue. Ever wonder what makes some guys seem like total magnets for the ladies? Well, buckle up, because we're about to dive into the subtle habits that can take your attractiveness to the next level. Now, I know what you're thinking, but I'm already a catch. Sure, you might be, but there's always room for improvement, right? In this video, we'll be exploring some simple tricks that can make you stand out from the crowd and have women weak in the knees. From the way you move to the way you speak, these habits are all about showcasing your confidence and sex appeal in a tasteful, understated way. So, whether you're looking to up your dating game or just want to feel like a total stud, you've come to the right place. Get ready to take some notes because, by the end of this video, you'll have a whole arsenal of attractive habits at your disposal. Trust me, with these subtle changes, you'll be turning heads and leaving a trail of swooning women in your wake. So, let's get started and uncover the secrets to becoming an irresistible force of nature. Before we unpack today's topic, do you feel like your dating life could use some expert advice? Book a free strategy call by clicking the link in the description or the pinned comment. 1. Flexing subtly. First up, let's talk about the power of a subtle flex. Now, I'm not saying you should strut around like a bodybuilder on competition day, that's a surefire way to look like a tryhard. Instead, the key is to incorporate subtle flexes into your everyday movements. Picture this, you're reaching for something on a high shelf, and as you extend your arm, your bicep tenses just enough to catch her eye. Or maybe you're helping her move a heavy box, and as you lift it, your back muscles ripple beneath your shirt. These small, almost unintentional flexes can be incredibly sexy because they showcase your strength in a natural, effortless way. It's like saying, "Oh, this? Just a little something I picked up from being a total stud." But remember, the key word here is subtle. You don't want to look like you're putting on a gun show every time you reach for your drink. Keep it understated and let your muscles do the talking. Trust me, women will notice, and they'll be impressed by your quiet confidence. So next time you're in the presence of a lovely lady, try incorporating some subtle flexes into your movements and watch as she becomes increasingly intrigued by your physical prowess. 2. Rolling up your sleeves. Gentlemen, let me ask you a question. Have you ever noticed how women seem to swoon over a man with rolled up sleeves? It's like they're thinking, oh my, look at those forearms. I bet he could chop wood and build me a cabin in the wilderness. Okay, maybe that's a bit of an exaggeration, but the point stands. There's just something undeniably sexy about a man who's not afraid to show a little skin, and when it comes to your arms, rolling up your sleeves is the perfect way to do it. Now, I know what you're thinking, but I don't have bulging biceps or chiseled forearms. That's totally okay. The appeal of rolled up sleeves isn't just about the muscles, it's about the confidence it exudes. It says, I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty and tackle whatever comes my way. Plus, it adds a touch of casual, laid-back charm to your overall look. So whether you're wearing a button-down shirt or a simple long-sleeve t-shirt, try rolling up those sleeves and see how it transforms your appearance. Just be prepared for the onslaught of admiring glances and flirtatious smiles that are sure to come your way. 3. Wetting your lips. Listen up, gents, because this next habit is a total game changer, the art of the subtle lip bite. No, not like you're trying to gnaw your way through a tough piece of beef jerky. I'm talking about a quick, almost imperceptible bite of your lower lip before you speak. It's a move that oozes sensuality and confidence, and it's guaranteed to have women hanging on your every word. Think about it, when you wet your lips, it draws attention to your mouth, which is already a highly erogenous zone. It's like a flashing neon sign that says, hey, look at these luscious lips. But the key, once again, is subtlety. You don't want to look like you're auditioning for a lip balm commercial. Keep it brief and natural, like you're just moistening your lips before you drop some serious knowledge. And speaking of knowledge, did you know that lips are packed with nerve endings, making them one of the most sensitive parts of the body? So when you combine that biological fact with the seductive power of a subtle lip bite, you've got a 1-2 punch of attractiveness that's hard to resist. 4. Showing a confident walk. Alright, fellas, let's talk about the way you walk. And no, I don't mean the, I've been sitting on the couch all day and now my legs are asleep, shuffle. I'm talking about a walk that exudes confidence, purpose, and a healthy dose of swagger. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but I'm not a runway model. How am I supposed to strut my stuff? Fear not, because a confident walk isn't about being flashy or over the top. It's about carrying yourself with self-assurance and ease. Picture this, you're walking into a room full of people, and instead of slouching or looking down at your feet, you keep your head up, your shoulders back, and your stride steady. It's like you're saying, I'm here, I'm in charge, and I know exactly where I'm going. Women are drawn to men who carry themselves with this kind of quiet confidence because it suggests that you're comfortable in your own skin and capable of handling whatever comes your way. Plus, a confident walk is a total power move, it's like you're marking your territory and showing everyone in the room who's boss. So stand tall, walk with purpose, and watch as the ladies take notice. 5. Gently guiding her. Now, let's talk about a habit that's a little more hands-on, literally. When you're walking with a woman, whether it's a date or just a casual stroll, try gently guiding her with a light touch on her arm or the small of her back. Now, I know what you're thinking, isn't that a little forward? But hear me out. When done right, this simple gesture can be incredibly sexy and reassuring. It's a way of showing her that you're attentive, protective, and confident in your ability to lead. The key, of course, is to keep your touch light and respectful. You're not trying to steer her like a shopping cart, you're simply offering a gentle nudge in the right direction. And when you do make contact, let it linger for just a moment longer than necessary. It's a subtle way of creating intimacy and connection without being too overt. Plus, it gives you an opportunity to showcase your chivalrous side. By guiding her around obstacles or through crowds, you're demonstrating that you're considerate of her comfort and safety. Trust me, women appreciate a man who's willing to take the lead and make them feel secure. So next time you're walking alongside a lovely lady, try incorporating this gentle guidance into your body language and see how she responds. 6. Speaking slowly and clearly. Gentlemen, let's dive into the power of your voice. And no, I'm not talking about belting out karaoke tunes at the bar. I'm talking about the way you speak to women. Did you know that the pace and clarity of your speech can have a huge impact on how attractive you seem? It's true. When you speak slowly and clearly, it conveys a sense of confidence, intelligence, and composure. Think about it, when you're nervous or unsure of yourself, you tend to speak quickly and stumble over your words. But when you're relaxed and self-assured, your speech becomes more measured and deliberate. It's like you're savoring each word, letting them roll off your tongue like a fine wine, and women will definitely take notice. By speaking slowly and clearly, you're giving her a chance to really listen to what you're saying. It's a sign that you value your words and her attention. Plus, it adds a touch of mystery and allure to your overall presence. When you don't rush through your sentences, it creates a sense of anticipation and intrigue, like you're sharing a secret that only she's privy to. So next time you're chatting up a lovely lady, try slowing down your speech and enunciating each word. Not only will it make you seem more attractive, but it will also ensure that your witty one-liners and charming anecdotes land with maximum impact. 7. Leaning against a wall. Alright, let's talk about the art of the lean. I'm talking about casually leaning against a wall with a relaxed, confident posture. Now, I know it might seem like a simple thing, but trust me, it can make a huge difference in how women perceive you. When you lean against a wall, it shows that you're comfortable in your surroundings and at ease with yourself. It's a nonverbal way of saying, I'm here, I'm chill, and I'm not trying too hard. And that, my friends, is incredibly attractive. Think about it, when you see a guy fidgeting or constantly shifting his weight, it suggests that he's nervous or unsure of himself. But when you see a guy leaning against a wall with a relaxed, confident stance, it's like a magnet for female attention. It's a total power move. Plus, leaning against a wall gives you an opportunity to showcase your body language in a way that's subtly seductive. By angling your body towards her and maintaining eye contact, you're creating a sense of intimacy and connection without being too aggressive. And if you really want to up the ante, try crossing one ankle over the other and resting your thumbs in your belt loops. It's a classic pose that exudes both strength and vulnerability, and women love it. 8. Wearing a slightly unbuttoned shirt. Gentlemen, let's talk about the power of a strategically unbuttoned shirt. Now, before you go ripping your buttons off in a frenzy, hear me out. When you wear a shirt that's unbuttoned just enough to show a hint of your chest, it creates an air of mystery and sex appeal that's hard to resist. It's like you're saying, I'm confident enough to show a little skin, but I'm not going to give it all away. And that, my friends, is the key to driving women wild. Think about it, when you see a man with his shirt fully buttoned up to the neck, it can come across as a bit uptight or too formal. But when you see a man with a couple of buttons undone, it suggests that he's comfortable in his own skin and not afraid to let loose a little. It's a subtle way of showing off your masculine assets without being too in your face about it. Plus, it draws attention to one of the most erogenous zones on the male body, the collarbone. Women are inherently drawn to this area because it's a sign of strength and virility. By exposing just a hint of it, you're tapping into a primal desire that's hardwired into female biology. So next time you're getting dressed for a night out or a casual date, try leaving a couple of buttons undone and see how it transforms your overall look. So now that you know the habits that will increase your attractiveness, what's next for you? Discover the signs she has a secret crush on you or learn what girls do when hitting on a guy. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more.